What's up guys? Welcome back to part 2 of the crawler build. Now to get you up to speed, this is the crawler chassis now. Now I did a few things to this after the part 1. First thing, I got the axial ESC, the AE2, so I shouldn't run into any ESC issues since this is meant for crawling. The Hobby Wing Quick Run wasn't meant for crawling, so that had overheating issues. So this should be better. I mounted it here using a stock receiver box, as you can see. It's just right here. This has the receiver in it, so I just mounted it further back. But pretty clean setup. I also added on some side step guards here. These are Integrity brand metal. Now these actually require the stock mounts, and I don't have those. So I just looked around and see what I had, and I actually have some aluminum L channel, which you can see there. So I just mounted it to the chassis like that. Turned out pretty clean. Oh, and I also cleaned the tires, as you can see. They look brand new now. All I did was I took a wet brush to them, scrubbed them down, and then I coated them using a 303 UV protectant. You just spray it on, let it set, and that's the result. It's really good. It's a nice way to clean up and restore your tires if you want them to last longer. Now, as I said in part 1, in this part 2, this is gonna be covering the new body that I got. I guess this will also be RC body build number 4, since I'm gonna be working on a body. Now let me show you what I got. I got RC 4-wheel drives, 2001 Toyota Tacoma 4-door, double cab body. So it looks. Now let's open this up. Noisy. Okay. Let's open the seal. This is not. Just kidding. Do not suffocate yourself with this bag. Aw. I wanted to. Alright. So I got the body in here. Now this body is similar to some Tamiyas and especially the Killer Body RCs. You got your polycarbonate body, and then you have your molded plastic parts that go with it. It's really nice. I prefer the molded plastic rather than these being made in polycarbonate like ABC Hobby. They do a good job, but you gotta spend time cutting all those pieces out. These are already cut out, so. Alright, let's take this body out and see how it looks. You got thick earth, sticker sheets, stickers for masking, and here's the body itself. Pretty cool. I got all the accessories here. Let's pour it all out. Good. Oh, there's a lot of little pieces here. Bumpers, grill with lights, rear lights, other odds and ends pieces, wipers, door handles, mirror inserts, I'm guessing. Yeah, all in chrome. Whatever the fuck this is. Then I have other pieces here, I guess for mounting it. Oh, it has parts for headlight lenses as well, which have the lens detail. That's nice. A lot of little parts in here. I'll keep them in a bag for now because I don't want to lose anything. So, what is this for? Is this for mounting? I think so. Yeah, that kind of lines up with the holes. Looks like I have to cut out some of the body here. So let me do that real quick. Alright. Got it all cut out for the most part. Let's test fit on the chassis. See how this looks. Wow. It rides high. This front bumper may have to go if I want to keep the stock front bumper. I'm just dealing with these rear mounts since this has a bed. But without these, the body will actually lie flush here. Alright, after messing around with it a little more, I think it'll be okay. I thought I had some extra parts and another method to mount the rear shocks, so I can ditch those rear mounts, but looking at it, it's not too bad, it's not horrible. You do see under there, like where the frame is, but it looks sick. Give you guys a closer look at this. See what I mean? What will be exposed down there. But what do you guys think? It is high. I could lower it some. Just reposition the mount there. But I'm liking this. Jeez, it looks good. Now, if you're paying attention to my video panning here, you see that color? This is what I plan to paint it. This is a Tamiya mustard yellow. Now, this is the closest thing that I can find that's close to that tan desert color. It looks a lot brighter and yellow on camera right now, but it is more of a tan-ish color. Jeez, it just looks yellow. It's not a yellow. It's not really yellow, even though it's called mustard yellow. But it's more of a, what is that? Honey mustard yellowish, if you know what that looks like. Not like yellow mustard. But yeah, this is what I'm going to be painting it with. It's also going to have some black trim accents, which I'm going to make flat. So it'll be shiny mustard yellow with flat black trim. I think that'll look nice and aggressive. Alright, so I got the chrome pieces mocked up. I just had to rim some holes in the body, but they fit on pretty well. That's gonna look good. And then I just have the back bumper too. Now this I'm gonna have to figure out a hitch system because my old setup did have a hitch. You can see how far back that is from the rear bumper. I might come off of here and do something coming out here, maybe extending down there, because I do have a trailer I want to pull around. But yeah, this is still clear body. But yeah, the next step is to mask it off, clean it up, and then get painting. Alright, it's the next day. Anyway, I got the body all masked up, ready to go. Again, I'm gonna be doing this with mustard yellow and black trim, black fenders and bed. So let's get painting. So the steps I'm gonna use on this are the mustard yellow first, obviously. Then I'm gonna back it with white to solidify the color even more. Then I can add the black trim. The white coat will prevent the black from seeping through to the yellow if I'm careful. So So this is after 2 coats of just the color. Looking pretty solid already. I'd like to solidify it more, so maybe one more good coat. I like to try to even it out as best as I can. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. Again, it looks more yellow on camera than it actually does. It's hard to describe the color. It's a cross between yellow and tan, actually. But yeah, it'll look really good with the black trim, and I'm also gonna tint the windows. That'll be sick. And then I'll be alright, masking is all off. Time for some black. Alright guys, the moment you've been waiting for. The body is pretty much done. Now I know I didn't do the taillights. Normally I do, but I'm just going to be using the stickers for now. I can always go back and do those if I want. But yeah. I did unmask the fenders and the bed and sprayed a matte clear over it. So yeah, pretty much I'm ready to remove the plastic. It's a nice color actually. Looking good. Again, it looks more yellow. Actually right now, it's close to how it actually is. That's weird. I guess the lighting plays tricks on the camera, but yeah, that's actually closer to what the actual color is, because it looked more yellow before. But yeah, this is it. Like the contrast with the matte fenders and bed. It looks really good. Let's see how this grill looks like in here. There's the front grill. I painted the areas they're black already. I just use acrylic with a brush. Well, yeah, that looks pretty sick. Rear bumper. I just use electric tape to black out those areas, because normally it has like rubber padding on there. I can always do something else if I want, but just using that for now for effect. Yeah, there's the rear bumper. Now again, the front bumper, I need to paint the lower section there black, so I'll be doing that. But yeah, this is pretty much it for the most part. The color turned out how I wanted it to, which is usually the case, unless you're doing like color mixtures, which I normally do with my red. But let's take a look at how it is on here. Ooh. That looks good. Wow. That's gonna look sick. Looks like a monster truck instead of a crawler. It's fine. Now I do have an interior for this body, like the universal interiors. I have to see if it fits though, because this body is on the narrow side. So hopefully that works. I do plan on tinting the back windows here, which might be next. It's hot outside, so I'll just leave the spray can out there to warm up and then spray the tint, and then yeah, that'll pretty much be it. Yeah, this comes with a lot of like body part accessories because they really care about their product. I like when they come with everything rather than, well, even if they come separate. They do sell these parts here separate also because I guess they're thinking ahead. You know, you could crack the grill depending on how hard you crawl with your RC. But yeah, I'm gonna smoke the back windows to tint them and then finish up all the other plastic accessories, get them on here, see what I can do for lights. Might do a basic light system. Alright, let's finish this guy off. Okay, let me get you guys up to speed here. It's been quite hectic, believe it or not. The body is mounted. I'm using magnets. Right there, have them on the body. So this just clicks on. Just like that. I'm gonna see if I can try to add more, because, well, I mean, if I roll this over, the body will come off. I mean, I'm gonna try not to do that. But anyway, the body's mounted. It's not too far off from the side steps here, which is good. I wanted to keep that as close as I could. Now, as you can see, the battery tray is gone right now. Here's the battery tray. Now the reason I have this off is because this mount here, which goes underneath here, like so, it's kind of too low and it hits my front servo too soon. So I took this off and I have a lot more clearance now, but I don't want this to be flimsy on the rig. I want it to be pretty sturdy. So what I did was I drew one up here, as you can see, on AutoCAD. Pretty much it's oriented something like that. You know, you can see that this one has a post that sticks up. I'm pretty much eliminating that. So I'm scooting this all up here. The battery will mount here, and I'll have all this clearance down here. And it's printing out right now as I speak. Hopefully this fits. If not, I'll have to tweak it some more. But yeah. But yeah, other than that, it's coming together pretty well. I was thinking of maybe relocating the battery back here. I'll see what I want to do. It's still doable and all that, so that's the one thing about this chassis. There's so many different configurations and you don't really need any new parts to reconfigure it. Everything is here. You just need to put stuff in places and that's it. Like this platform back here, this center brace, that can actually go up here if I wanted to move stuff. Yeah, I can reverse things, switch things around, so that's the beauty of it. As for the body, I scratched it down there already. I'm thinking I might try to vinyl wrap the bottom here because paint will just chip. And this is chrome, so I just sprayed over it. I didn't prime or prep the surface at all, which I should have, but whatever. But yeah, this just goes on there, and this is pretty much what it's gonna look like. What do you guys think? It's pretty sick. I have a lot of clearance, you can see, but steering wise, I'm gonna hit that bumper. Maybe I'll clearance that or something, or I'll use my crawler bumper. The rear has plenty of travel as well. But I'm really satisfied with how this turned out. I still have to do the mirrors and wipers if I want the wipers. They're kind of ugly because they're like very blocky. I'll see what else I have. But yeah, for the most part, this is the rig as it sits right now. Well guys, here it is. This is the finished body. Really happy with how it came out. And I also did an interior, you can see. Just your basic interior kit that you can get for the 4-door crawler bodies. Now, I did some additional stuff with the chassis as well. As you can see, I have different shocks, piggyback. I think these are 90mm. Before I had Venom Creeper shocks, which were 120mm. That's how I have those set up. I also got some new wheels and tires. These are metal beadlock with 100mm tires, just to kind of lower the stance a bit. So it is a bit lower with the tires and the shocks, shoulder shocks. Now, like I showed you before with the front clearance here, I printed this piece here under there for the battery, so that way when it goes down, the servo clears. As you can see, the servo goes more inside the frame, because if I use a stock piece, it would stop right there, and that's not a lot of travel. But now I have even more. And for the rear, you don't normally have a servo back here, because you don't normally run 4-wheel steering, but that's how much the rear is giving. If I didn't have the servo, I would have more clearance. Now there's still some more tweaking and other things that I'm gonna be doing to this, like this brace here. I plan on drawing out and 3D printing my own, so that way I can bring it up, so that way I'll have clearance underneath, so the servo won't hit too soon. Hopefully enough clearance as the front here, because the front actually has a good amount of travel. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this build for now. The rig as it stands right now, again, it's not done because I still plan on doing other stuff to it. It's pretty quick too. Let me show you a flyby. I forget what turn motor I'm using. But yeah. So I got that 4-wheel steering action. But yeah, let me know what you guys think so far about the crawler. It's something I've been wanting to do to it, just to refine it more and make it look more pleasing. And this looks pretty sick to me. I like the body's color combo and the wheel and tire choice as well. I'll post links to what I'm using or what I put on it in the description below, so you can check it out and maybe get those parts yourself. I don't really like crawl or do anything hardcore or whatever like that. I just have one because it's just fun to have. I don't use it like I do with my drifter, where I actually know how to do that. So I mean, I've crawled with this before and it is fun. Yeah, I needed to wrap this up. I will finish what I needed to get finished, because I need to move on to another project of mine, which is also RC related, and that one might take longer to do. This was just a straight up easy rebuild and new body and whatnot, so, but the other one is gonna be more custom. So, but anyway, that'll be it for this one. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.